Today, I want to talk some about faith in God. And if I underlined it, I want to talk about saving faith. You may be seated in the presence of the Lord. Saving faith. Saving faith. There is such a thing as saving faith. Faith in God, but there is a faith that saves you. You cannot get saved until you have saving faith. Now, the writer says that now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Substance is really something that you possess. You have to have it. The substance of things hoped for, but you don't see the evidence yet. The Living Bible says it this way. It is the confident assurance that something we want is going to happen. Something that we must have inside of us that's motivating us to wait on the manifestation of a certain thing. Faith. He says, now faith. We're not going to be pleasing in the sight of God if we don't have some faith. Now, he says in the 6th verse that, but without faith, it is impossible to please him. Absolutely impossible to please him. For he that cometh to God must believe that God is, must believe that God exists, must believe that there is a God, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Diligently seek him is constant in effort to accomplish something. You're not going to give up. If you believe that God is and that God is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him, if you believe that, you're not going to give up. Because you know one day, if not today, if not tomorrow, you know that God is a rewarder of them that constantly keep after it. It will come to pass. That is, if you have faith. You believe God is going to bring it to pass, that he's going to reward you if you keep after it. You never get blessed of God if you don't keep after it. There are a lot of blessings, as we use the phrase, right around the corner. But it looks so glim and looks so gloomy until you say, well, what's the use? I've been believing and waiting on this so long. And I don't believe that it's going to happen. If you believe God's word and have faith in God and know that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. You see, when we think of terms of Romans 10 and 10, think in terms of it, what it says, faith causes you to know in your heart before you see it with your eyes. I ain't getting nobody in here. I said faith causes you to know something down in your innermost being before it is ever manifest before your eyes. That's the kind of faith that I'm talking about, saving faith. May I just say that there are a lot of folk that have religious faith. Faith is not a religion. Have you ever been around folk, and many times people say that we have our faith, and y'all have y'all's faith. That's religion. And so when we understand that there's one Lord and one faith and one baptism, there are no two set of rules of faith. God is just one, and we must believe that that one God exists, and that that one God is a rewarder, my God, of them that diligently seek him. That's when God says something and he promised you, and you read it in his word, you know that God is going to reward you based upon what he said. Based upon his word, you can keep after it. And really what he's saying, that you see, whatever is not of faith, the Bible says is sin. And really why he said it is because you don't trust God. You don't believe God is going to keep his word. You're really saying that God, you saying something that you ain't going to back up. And really to God's faith, you're really saying that you don't keep your word. When you don't have faith to believe in what he said. It's like when I was growing up, my father told me something. I believed what he said because I obeyed what he told me to do. I ain't getting nobody in here. The one that your parents tell you to do something and you don't do it, you really don't believe that they mean business. But the one that really mean business, when they said do something and you don't want to suffer the consequences, guess what? You're going to believe what they said, and you're going to obey them based upon your faith in what they told you to do. And so it is saving faith will cause you, as Jeremiah says in Jeremiah 29:13, he says, and ye shall seek me and find me when ye shall search for me with all of your heart. I'm talking about saving faith. A lot of folk got faith. Just about everybody you speak to, you got faith. Yeah, I believe in God. I believe that God created everything. I believe in God. I'm a Christian. And I believe in God. But you don't have saving faith.